Hello guys, I'm Roosevelt, and in this video I'll be showing you how to design a social media post in Adobe Photoshop. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So I have my worksheet over here, and the size of the worksheet is 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. Now I'll go to View, Guides, and select New Guide Layout. Over here, check the margin and then set the left margin to 200 pixels, set the right margin to 200 pixels, and click on OK. Now we have our two margins. What we do now is we import our models layer, our models image. So let me import my models image over here. Now let's add a solid color. So click here and select solid color. Let's go with a color code of 2A342C and click on OK. Now select the layer mask, select the gradient tool over here. Let me change this. Select the gradient tool over here. Make sure in the basic panel you selected the first one, and then hold down the shift key and let's try and fade the top part. So let's just try it multiple times and then let's see. This is okay for me. Yeah. So after doing that, what I'll do is I will draw out my rectangle. But before I draw the rectangle, let me turn off the visibility of this solid color. Select my models image and then I'll right click here and select object selection tool. Over here, make sure that the mode is set to lasso, and then I'll make a selection of my model. So I'll quickly make a selection of my model. Now let's wait for Photoshop to make the selection for us. Perfect. Now press Command J or Control J to cut out the model from its background. So here is the cutout image of our model. Nice. Now I can turn on the visibility of the solid color. Now select this side, select the rectangle tool over here, and let's draw our rectangle. So let's go with something like this. So let me push this one. So let's go with something like this. Yeah, this is okay. Then I'll curve the corners. Let me see. It has to be 80. Okay, nice. Now let's reduce the opacity of our rectangle. So let's give it an opacity of 90%. 90% is okay. Now let's change the color of our rectangle. So double click here and let's go with the color code of FF4800 and click on OK. So this is looking great. Now select the rectangle tool and add an empty layer over here. Let's draw some small rectangle. Now let's change the color of that particular rectangle. So let's go with the color code of FFC600 and click on OK. Now select these two rectangles and select the vertical align vertical centers. So with this rectangle, let me delete the layer marks. So let me try and then change the position of this. So let's place it somewhere here. Nice. This is okay. So now after doing that, select the main text. Select the main models image. That's this one. Select the type tool and then let's add our text. So let's go with Miami. I'm not sure that this city might be Miami, but then let's go with Miami. So let me change the font color. Let's go with white Then I'll change the font type cluster. So let's go with the font called Anthem. Let's go with this. Let's set this side to 50, and let's make sure that all of the text they are in caps. So select this side. Now press Command T or Control T, and let's resize our text. So let's increase the text. So I'll go with something like this. Now increase this side too as well. Nice. So now I have my text ready. Let me push it down just a little bit. So this is okay for me. So after doing that, I'll add the layer marks to the text, and I'll select my ingredient tool over here. Hold down the shift key and then left click and hold and then drag it up to fade down the bottom part just a little bit. So something like this is okay for me. Yeah, something like this looks good to me. Yeah. So now press Command G or Control G to group it, and I'll name it empty. That's main text. So I know that this group contains my main text. Right? So let's see. Now that I've added my main text, I'll select the main models image, that's this one, and then I'll drag in my light. With the light layer selected, go to normal and change its blend mode from normal to screen. Now press Command T or Control T and resize, just enlarge it a little bit. So let's go with something like this is okay for me. So let's do something like this. Perfect. Now after adding the light, select this first layer over here, and let's add some color lookup. Over here, let's go with the let's go with 4 colors dot look. Let's go with this one. And then it's too much, so let's reduce its opacity. Let's go with an opacity of 30%. So this is okay. Now select all these layers, press Command G or Control G to group them, and let's name them BG, that's background. Now after doing that, let's add the remaining text. So I'll copy this first text over here, press Command C or Control C to copy, go back to Photoshop, and I'll select the type to left click and hold and then drag. Something like this is okay. Now I'll press Command V or Control V to paste my text. Nice. So let's set this side to auto for the meantime. Then let's turn off the all caps thing over here. Now let's change the font. So let's go with the font called Monstrat. Then let's go with the Monstrat Bold. So something like this, okay. And check this side too. Nice. So let's set this part to 18. Okay. Now let me push it this way, and let's go with the font size of, let's say, 20. Nice. So 20 is okay for me. So with the text layer selected, I'll select the orange rectangle and then select the align vertical centers to align it really well. I'm coming. Let me adjust some things over here. So let me push this one up. Then I'll do the same thing again. Nice. So let me select the last text, that's next level, and change it from its weight from bold to medium. So something like this. Okay. Now let me align them vertically. Okay. Now press Command J or Ctrl J to duplicate the text. Push it to the right side and let's copy our second text. So press Command C or Ctrl C to copy. Go back to Photoshop and then press Command V or Ctrl V to paste. For this one, let's change the font to Montserrat Regular. I think Montserrat Regular will be okay. And let's go with the size of 12. And okay, let's set this side to -40. Let's change the same thing for let's give the same value for this particular text. So let's change this side also to -40. Nice. Then I'll come back to this one, double click here and push this text here. So let's think something like this is okay. Now with this side, I'll change it and give it a value of 14. Nice. So with that one too, I'll select the orange rectangle and then align vertical centers. Let me see. It's too much. So I'll select this and then line vertical center. Nice. But I think the text and this yellow thing isn't in the middle. So I'll select these two text layers. And then I'll select the orange line like this. Yellow, I think, yeah, this yellow line over here. And select this side to align it. Okay, I think it has been aligned well. So I'll press Command J to group it, press Ctrl A, and then I'll center it. Nice. Now press Command D to deselect. Okay. So let me open this. Once we have this, I'll just ungroup these ones and then bring this yellow rectangle back to the background group. Now select these two layers, press Command G or Ctrl G to group it and name them Info. Nice. So I know that group contains my info. Now I'll press Command O to bring it down. Let me select the text group and then select these two layers and nudge them down a little bit. So something like this is yeah, this is okay. Perfect. I think this is okay for me. Now the last thing to do is to import my logo. So I just drag my logo in here. Press Command T or Ctrl T and then I'll resize my logo like this. So something like this is okay. I'll just drag it up and then I'll have to change its color. So go to FX, color overlay and change the color to white. Now press Command G or Ctrl G to group it and name it logo. And I think we are done. Nice. Okay guys, so this is how to design a very nice social media post design in Adobe Photoshop. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Also like, comment and share with others.